I should have known something was wrong when my wife kissed me goodbye that Tuesday. Not because she kissed me, but because she looked at me while doing it. Really looked. Like she was memorizing my face. "I love you," she whispered against my lips. I was running late. Traffic reports blaring from the TV. Coffee going cold. My mind already at the office, running through the presentation I'd been preparing for 3 months. "Love you too, babe," I said, grabbing my briefcase. I didn't know those would be the last words I'd say to my wife as a married man. Before we continue, please take a moment by liking, subscribing, and tell us where you are watching from and what time it is for you right now. My name doesn't matter. This story isn't about who I was. It's about who I became. That morning, I was just another guy. 29 years old. Mid-level manager at a tech company. Nice apartment in the suburbs. A wife I'd known since college. We weren't rich, but we were comfortable. We had plans. Kids someday. Maybe a house with a backyard. Normal dreams. Normal life. I drove to work listening to the same podcast I always did. Grabbed the same coffee from the same shop. Smiled at Janet, the receptionist who'd been there since the building opened. "Big day," she said, returning my smile. 3 months of work comes down to 2 hours, I replied. The presentation was for the Silverman account. $8 million. If we landed it, I was looking at a promotion. Maybe even a VP position within 2 years. My boss had basically promised me. I remember thinking, this is it. This is where everything changes. I had no idea how right I was. The presentation went perfectly. Silverman himself shook my hand afterward. "Outstanding work," he said. "You've got a real future here." My boss clapped me on the shoulder. His smile was wide. Too wide, I'd realize later. "We need to talk." My office. 4 o'clock. I spent the afternoon floating. Texted my wife, crushed it. "Dinner somewhere nice. Tonight?" She didn't respond right away. But she was probably busy. She worked at a dental office across town. Always swamped on Tuesdays. At 3:45, Janet called my desk. "There are 2 men here to see you. They say it's urgent." "I have a meeting at 4. They're police officers." The world tilted sideways. You know that feeling? When your brain knows something terrible is coming, but your heart hasn't caught up yet? That split second where you're falling but haven't hit the ground? I walked to the lobby on autopilot. 2 detectives. Plain clothes. Serious faces. "We need you to come with us," the older one said. Not unkind. Just heavy. Like he'd delivered bad news 1,000 times and knew exactly how much weight words could carry. "What's wrong? Is my wife okay? Was there an accident?" "Sir, we really need to do this at the station." The station. My hands went numb. They didn't arrest me. But they didn't let me leave either. We sat in a gray room that smelled like industrial cleaner in fear. A table between us. A camera in the corner. "Do you know why you're here?" the younger detective asked. "No." "You won't tell me anything. Is my wife hurt?" "Please, just. When did you last see your wife?" "This morning. 7:15, maybe." "Why? What happened?" They exchanged a look. The older detective slid a folder across the table. Opened it. Bank statements. My bank statements. Our joint account, $847.32. My personal savings, $0. My retirement fund, closed. My investment portfolio, liquidated. Every account with my name on it. Drained. "What?" The word came out broken. "What is this?" Your wife emptied your accounts this morning. Multiple transfers starting at 8:47 a.m. The last one cleared at 10:23. While I was giving my presentation. While I was shaking Silverman's hand. While I was texting her about celebration dinner. There's more, the younger detective said. He wasn't enjoying this. I could tell. But he kept going anyway. Another document. Divorce papers. Filed at 11 a.m. No fault. Irreconcilable differences. My signature at the bottom. Except I'd never seen these papers before in my life. That's not my signature, I said. But even as I said it, I stared at it. It looked exactly like my signature. Every loop. Every angle. We know, the older detective said quietly. We know it's not. They let me go at 7 p.m. No charges. I was the victim here, they said. But financial fraud between spouses is complicated. Usually civil, not criminal. I should get a lawyer. A good one. I drove home in a daze. Our apartment was dark. Her car was gone. I unlocked the door. The furniture was there. The TV. The kitchen table. Everything looked normal from the doorway. I turned on the lights. Her closet, empty. Her drawers, empty. The bathroom, her toothbrush gone, her makeup gone, that expensive face cream she loved, gone. Our bedroom looked like a hotel room. Generic. Impersonal. Like she'd never lived there at all. I sat on the edge of our bed. My bed now, I guess, and tried to breathe. We'd been together 8 years. Married for 3. Had I missed something? Some sign? Some moment where the woman I loved became someone capable of this? Then I saw it. A single envelope on my pillow. My name in her handwriting. I didn't want to open it. If I didn't open it, maybe none of this was real. Maybe I'd wake up and it would be Tuesday morning again and she'd kiss me goodbye and everything would be normal. But my hands were already tearing the seal. 1 page. Her handwriting. By the time you read this, I'll be gone. I'm sorry it had to be this way. But you wouldn't have understood. You never understood anything that mattered. The money is mine. The accounts were in your name, but I earned it. Every penny. You were just too blind to see how. Don't try to find me. Don't try to fight this. The divorce will be finalized in 6 months. Move on. I already have. No signature. No explanation. Just gone. I read it 17 times. Counting. Trying to find some hidden meaning in the words. Some clue I'd missed. The money is mine. I earned it. What did that mean? My wife worked as a dental hygienist. She made decent money, but nothing crazy. We kept our finances mostly separate until a year ago, when she suggested combining everything. It's easier this way, she'd said. We're married. What's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. I'd trusted her. Of course I trusted her. I didn't sleep that night. I sat in the dark, still in my work clothes, staring at my phone. Should I call her? Would she even answer? I pulled up her number. My thumb hovered over the call button. Then I noticed something. Her location sharing, we'd both turned it on years ago, one of those couple things, was still active. She was at a hotel. The Grand View. Downtown. 15 minutes away. I know what you're thinking. Don't go. Nothing good happens when you show up at your ex-wife's hotel room at midnight. But I wasn't thinking clearly. I drove there. Parked. Walked through the lobby like I belonged. Room 1847. 18th floor. I stood outside her door for 5 full minutes. Raised my hand to knock. Then I heard it. Laughter. Her laughter. And a man's voice. Deep. Confident. Saying something I couldn't make out. Then her voice, playful, "Stop, we have to wait until it's final." "It is final," the man said. He signed the papers. He didn't sign anything. The lawyer forged it. They both laughed. My legs went weak. I pressed my ear against the door. "How much did we get?" the man asked. 247,000. Give or take. A low whistle. "Your husband had that much saved up?" "He was good at one thing, working. And being boring. God, I thought I'd die of boredom before we could pull this off." "How long were you planning this?" 2 years. "Since I met you." 2 years. 2 years of lying. Of pretending. Of kissing me goodbye every morning while planning to destroy my life. I backed away from the door. Walked to the elevator. Hit the button for the lobby. But as the doors started to close, I heard their door open. "Wait," a woman's voice called. Not my wife. A hotel employee. I held the elevator. She rushed in, flustered. "Thanks. God, what a night." The doors closed. We rode down in silence. Then she said, "You okay?" "You look." "Fine," I lied. She nodded. "Didn't believe me." "You staying here?" "No. I was visiting someone." "The couple in 1847? My heart stopped. "How did you know?" She looked uncomfortable. "I'm not supposed to say anything. Privacy policy." "But," she glanced at me. Really looked. "You deserve to know." "That room?" "It's been booked for 6 months. Same couple. They're here every Tuesday and Thursday night." 6 months. While I was working late. While I was making dinner. While I was planning our future. She was here. The elevator doors opened. I walked out. Drove home. Sat in my empty apartment. And for the first time since this nightmare started, I didn't feel sad. I felt something else. Something cold. Something sharp. Something that would take me a long time to understand. I wasn't the man who went to work married that morning. That man was dead. But the man who came home divorced and broke? He was just being born. And he was going to find out exactly what my wife meant when she said she earned that money. Because if there's one thing I learned that night, it's this. You don't really know someone until they have a reason to destroy you. And you don't really know yourself until you have a reason to fight back.